Hi there, this is Tom Hoskins for Mining Journal. I'm here with Peter George, who's Managing Director of Alicanto Minerals, which is a base and precious metals focused junior with assets in Sweden. Peter, how's it going?
G'day, Tom. How are you? Good to see you again.
Yeah, now obviously we spoke pretty recently, just over a month ago, and Alicanto had just landed Sala, which is your second significant project in Sweden. What have you been up to since then? You've had a significant announcement this morning. Why don't you start by telling me about that?
Yeah, thanks, Tom. Look, we put an announcement out this morning, like you said. So we've been very fortunate to have got our hands on some historic data for the second time now, of about 4,000 metres worth of drilling, which sits, I guess you could say, basically straight above the known Prince lode, and to the east and to the south of it as well, actually extending it more than 600 metres to the south of Prince, which and it's actually showing up to have zinc grades probably about the highest we've seen, and over some significant widths as well. I mean, as an example, we've seen zinc grades up over 38%. We've got widths over 35 metres at 4.2% zinc. We're really seeing some high grade and some size on this thing, which we expect is going to potentially increase our grade and our tonnage significantly for the maiden upcoming resource.
Good stuff. Yeah, I mean, obviously you're on the ground in Sweden. You haven't been able to get over there because you're based in Western Australia normally with the travel restrictions and everything. How's it been going since you got out there?
Yeah, so luckily, I've been in Sweden for about a week now. The first time we've been able to get over for about 2 years, believe it or not, after our restrictions due to COVID in Western Australia. But it's been fantastic to be able to get over here and have a good look at Sala. I was down underground today in the old mine having a look at some of the old stopes and how that compares to our current drilling program, and to get in there and have a chat to the drillers and see how our 3 drill rigs are progressing, which is very nice. And really just to catch up with the team and thank them for the fantastic job that they've been doing over the last 12 months at Sala especially.
Yeah, and so next 3 months, what are you looking to deliver? You've got the maiden resource, but yeah, next 3 or 4 months, what are the main things on your to-do list?
Yeah, well, we had hoped to get the maiden resource out by the end of this quarter, but with this new data coming on board, we're super keen to get that into the resource, quite obviously, I can quite comfortably say we've got more data coming, as I've mentioned in the announcement today, plus our own drilling. So I expect that there's going to be quite a bit of news flow over the next 6 to 8 weeks of more data and more information that we're going to be including within our maiden resource. So yeah, very busy times for us at the moment in Sweden.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose it would be remiss of us not to mention, I mean, a lot's changed from a geopolitical standpoint since we last spoke, with what's going on in Ukraine. And also in Sweden. Maybe you could start with the latter, actually, because I know Beowulf had a positive announcement yesterday regarding their license that they've been trying to get for many years now. How do you view the attitude towards mining and the political feeling towards mining in Sweden at the moment?
Yeah, no, it's a good question. Look, there's been a real shift just really in the last 6 to 12 months in attitude towards getting projects up and running. I think a lot of it sort of started, with COVID and Sweden and Europe itself really looking to sort of diversify itself away from such a reliance upon materials out of China. And that's been a real focus, I know, in Sweden, and a lot of the metals that we are looking at sitting within the critical metals list for Europe and for Sweden. And look, I think just in more recent times, obviously with Ukraine, with the unfortunate events that are occurring over there, just really hammering home the fact that Sweden really does, if it's going to maintain itself as a leading supplier of metals within Europe, that it really has to start energising its exploration sector and improving timelines for approvals of exploration permits, for work plans, for mining concessions, and even getting mines up and running. So I'm really energised now after what I'm seeing and hearing, through talking to other companies in the same space, as well as in government circles. So I think we're up for boom times in Sweden coming up in basically from now.
Yeah, well, I mean, let's hope that feeds across the rest of the continent. Feels like there could be a bit of a sort of turning point at this moment, as there's a lot of call for reducing reliance on oil and gas, obviously particularly Russian gas, but we need the minerals, the metals and minerals to fuel that energy transition. So yeah, it feels like a good place to start where you are.
No, most definitely.
Great stuff. Okay, Peter. Well, I think that's pretty much all we have time for today, but that's been a really interesting update. Thanks very much indeed for joining us.
Yeah, good on you, Tom. Thanks for your time. I look forward to talking to you again soon.
Absolutely. Okay, well, that concludes this video for Mining Journal. We'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.